Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So this is a very old graveyard here. You can see the ruins of the church just there. We have some lovely white rails and some very old stones, and I actually want to visit one in particular, but I'll fill you in on that when we get nearer. So this is Ballymore Old Cemetery. We want to go straight to the rails, and you can see it is extremely overgrown here, very uneven ground. It's actually full of brambles, unfortunately. They would have been stunning. I don't even see whether there's a gate. We were talking about this earlier, about some of these I think were actually to protect the dead, like a mort safe, especially the ones that don't have a gate. We have two stones just in here beside the rails. There is actually a newish kind of a headstone in there. Do you see that? Aged 87, Anne Maria Keating.
John Keating.
And a John Keating at the start. Not sure of a date though. There's a 2002 in there, a Kathleen Keating. That's not long ago. I don't see, but I do see in the middle there and just here to my left, it looks like there's two old stones, and maybe they erected that one just because these ones you couldn't read them. But isn't it in a bad state?
How in 2002 they could put that headstone in there, or get in there to bury the person?
Well, there must have been a gate at some stage. There is. Would it have been there? There's something there like it's welded closed. We'll have a closer look. I just want to see if we can see anything on these two. Give us an idea of age maybe. Here lies the body of Eleanor. 1780. It's just completely covered in that lichen. We have a little angel there, look at that. You may not see that very well. Possibly one would have been there as well. But that's 1780. The one beside it has the IHS, I think, on the symbol of the IHS is there. We also have like some other designs, an angel there, very hard for you to see. I'm not sure of a date. It says April there, and then the date maybe is over here. 1781 it looks like. Wow, that is old. You have the Sacred Heart there. That to me looks like a serpent, and the IHS is up there somewhere. Very hard to read. Howling. Something howling. H, look, the H. The H is done lovely, the font on it. Howling, who departed this life, April. And it's 1781. The name is there. Mike, maybe, or Michael. This is J. Byrne actually, his name is just there. You can barely see it. J. Byrne designed this. So you may bet there's other ones in here maybe. I can see the outline of an angel there as well, but it's very hard for you to see. What a shame that grave is so overgrown there. You're going to hear lots of noise. We're near a farmyard. This one has beautiful shamrocks, and considering we're just after St. Patrick's Day, today is actually Mothering Sunday or Mother's Day, so when you're seeing this it's going to be obviously past that day, but happy Mother's Day to all you that are mammies out there, and for those that are in heaven as well. This is Deverick's, Mary Ellen Deverick's, or Devereux. It's erected by John. This is 1950. We have ivy as well on this stone and the shamrocks. And here comes a tractor. So we'll just pause the video for a second, guys. So the tractor is just gone into the farmyard, so we're probably going to hear more noise in the background there, so apologies for that. This one we won't be able to... Whoa! I'm leaving that in. This happens a lot. There's loads of holes here. So as I was trying to get over to read this one, I fell in that hole there. So apologies for that, but it's what happens a lot. And what I actually have, bloopers, yeah, is discovered is actually a burial mound. Look at that. And we just have here a field stone or a burial marker. So this is obviously going to be much, much older than the 1780 one that we read there. I mean, it's always kind of sad to see those burial mounds, but we have found them a lot. Now, the one I was going to read that was there is just not readable. It's a very strange layout, so it is definitely, I'm definitely thinking that there is more buried here than what we can see. Here lieth the body of Margaret Delaney. The date then is possibly died, looks like December the 17th. And then the date, I just won't walk on the stone, I'll walk around it.
1764.
Wow, 1764. Gosh, that is old, isn't it? Not sure of what sort of detail is on the top. I think it's the IHS symbol there. And we see that a lot on the headstones. Now we've two, wow, these are really leaning forward, but they're very thin. Tin stones, gravestones. Now I've lovely writing on it. Look at that for font here. Now the torch is going to upset the whole camera thing, but there's nothing I can do because I need to read it. The body of Mary. Looks like Devericks to me. 1780 there as well. No real designs. You can see the IHS there and a little small Sacred Heart. It's not really going to show it up great for you. Unfortunately, when you use the torch in the day, it's a bit bright. It kind of, the reflection kind of gets distorted with the torch. We are just hoping that the day stays fine because we've had awful weather. We've yuck, blue bottles here. Here lies the body of Mary Devericks. A lot of Devericks is in here. 21st of March, 1833. Look at that, guys.
Graves in there.
Yeah, so this is the church ruins. You can see beautiful primroses in here. Look at this. I love primroses. They bring me back to my childhood. They're always kind of growing in the ditches in the wild. Wow, we even have, I don't know whether you are going to see it.
Hidden in there. Yeah.
Hidden, completely overgrown. Where my torchlight is hitting now is actually a headstone. And even though we can't get into it, I'd imagine that's probably really well preserved because it's completely overgrown. So what we have in here are quite beautiful crosses, just plain white crosses. Wow, look at this. Oh wow, look at that. How beautiful is that?
Look at the tree over there.
Oh wow. Okay, so we have one cross here, one here, and then we have another one here. So these would come, after the church was abandoned. I couldn't find any information, but I will do more research and see if I can find anything. We have another one here. These actually look like they've been whitewashed, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
So somebody has come in here at some stage. Wow, look at this, guys. Wow, look at this. Look at the vines of the ivy. Look how thick it is, and it just takes over completely. Wow, there's railing and everything in here. So we have, actually, what we have there, I don't know whether you'll see it through the growth, we have like a little a window. And that may have been like where the holy water font was. Yeah. But we have two huge tombs. And some beautiful designed graves. And I am going to have to get in. This is definitely J. Byrne in here. I kind of know his work now to see. So you're going to have to bear with me and let me try and get through. Ouch, these are actually brambles. So
I can kind of read the one there in the middle.
Wait, now I want to get over to see the designs first in this one. Okay, so the one in the middle actually is 1779. The body of John Joyce. Aged, oh, I have a thorn in my finger. Sorry guys, aged 65 years. But this one, look at this. This is J. Byrne. Gosh, I don't know whether you'll see it very well. The body of Patrick Lampert, who departed this life 1786, aged 59. There's also a Nicholas. Wait till I try and move my gimbal and I'll get my torch out. Right now, try and get it right. So that one is 1786. Oh, try and get you in a little bit. But what we can see there is the sun, the moon, and the crucifixion scene. J. Byrne's name is down there. Unfortunately, I can't really get you in any nearer because it is just, ouch, so overgrown. But in there, we have rails. You will barely see them, unfortunately, but they are absolutely gorgeous. And we actually have, can you see that? We can actually have a headstone in there. Oh, wow, this is such a shame.
I'd love to see that clear now.
That is, like, that's going to be a beautiful white marble. I see 62, I see Murphy, I see October. Gosh, I can't see a date. Actually, is that, it looks like 1779 maybe on that one there. Very hard to see, but there's also an 18 something on it as well down at the bottom. But what I'm seeing there, if I wasn't so caught up on brambles, if I zoom, huh?
The old route.
Oh, the iron is gorgeous. Where my torch is hitting now, I don't know whether it's showing ye on the camera, but there's a beautiful white marble headstone, and it is completely surrounded by the most beautiful railings. And unfortunately, I can't really even show you that. Look at that, guys. They're absolutely stunning. Just there. That is completely overgrown. What a shame. We keep finding these beautiful old ruins of churches and graveyards, and every time we ask for help, no one wants to help. You know, it's just like this paper trail of emails and, oh, we'll do this and we'll do that, and then to do nothing. And it's really starting to annoy me because, you know, this is I think this is 1707. It could be 1767 on this stone here. What a shame, like. And I bet if we got in there, I know there's another kind of an archway for this one, that we might even get into the other side, but we can't even read the tombs, like. Right, I'm going to have to pause the video because I try and get back out of here. Right, so as I'm trying to make my way back out, Grave Visitations has just showed me, look at this, the way the wall is. It's all just slate on top of each other. And you said this is limestone or granite?
It looks granite.
It looks like granite to me because it has a little bit of a shine to it. You know, that has a kind of a glitter.
But all these vines are protecting this arch, really.
Oh, wow, look what's over your head. Oh, sugar, I'm hitting the gimbal is being hit. Hold on one sec. Let go of that for a sec.
They're actually supporting that air.
Sorry, guys. Oh, now, have a look, guys. What I can see, it is completely covered in ivy roots. And it is actually what's holding this up. And you just want to be very, very careful. This arch is completely covered in this ivy. That was GV, before anyone says we've seen somebody walk. But it is just completely covered. That was GV as well.
Look at that work. Stone there.
Look at that, guys. That's the arch. And there's actually, I don't know why there's a hole up over it, but there is. And it looks right out. So would that have been a window? Wow. Wow. Okay, sorry guys. The camera work is really bad. I'm stooped over and I've thorns everywhere. So I'm going to try and get out. Oh, not the easiest of places to find yourself, but I'm out. Oh, my back will be sore for a week after that. Just look at the ivy, guys. That is what we are trying to show you inside. It's just the roots. That's the arch. That's crazy, isn't it? Right. Excuse me, and excuse me with my breathing because that was hard work. We have a beautiful grave right down here that is full of beautiful flowers. Patrick Miller died following an accident in 1969, aged 18. His sister Teresa died in 1934. She was just 3. His brother James was 2 when he passed in 1934. And his other brother Michael was just 3 weeks old in 1942 when he passed. Their father Nicholas, 1986, and his son Nicholas Jr., 2005, age 72. And also their mother Elizabeth Lil Miller. She was 94 when she passed in September 2009.
So look at the same month, the same year, 2 children.
Yeah, that is so sad.
A 2-year-old and a 3-year-old. So 17 days after the first one died, the second one 17 days later.
Oh.
So it's very
So
short
Patrick
time.
Miller died following an accident.
Like
just 18, like.
Therese died the 10th of December, age
And
3.
James.
And James died the 27th of the same month, same year,
Oh.
age 2.
Sorrow. A lot of sorrow.
2 days
for this
after
family.
Christmas Day, imagine.
But they do keep. This grave here is really, really well kept. It's beautiful, in fact. So sad for that family. Can you just imagine? Oh dear. Oh, you're fixing up a pot. I didn't even notice. See, the wind and the rain has been so bad that, you know, things have been blown over. I do see a cross here as well. Oh, the ground is so uneven, isn't it? Yeah. Twist an ankle. Oh, there's a big hole there as well. Just wanted to show you this little one here. It's a cross. It's completely overgrown as well. I'm not sure we can get around the other side, can we?
Blood in here too.
Oh no, yeah, it is. Yeah, there's a lot of water. We've had a lot of rain. Like, we haven't been able to get out much. There's another cross here. Look at that. Just so, like, look at all those brambles. Where would you start if you wanted to clear this place? You nearly want to go back to the old style. So this does bring us around to the other side. We're going to get, there's that gorse bush. That's lovely. The smell of it is beautiful. I'm going to brave the thorns. You want to be able to come through? Mind they don't flick back on you. Ouch. Boy, they do hurt when you get prodded with them. So we have a cross. We have the base of something there. We have those old iron ones. These are mounds as well, aren't they?
Yeah, they're grave mounds. We
have grave mounds here. That old iron one. There doesn't seem to be anything. Gosh, I don't know why the ground is so bad here. It's really, really bad. James Power here, and also his daughters, and also their daughters. So it's James and Margaret Power, but we also have Bradshaw's here remembered as well. John Bradshaw and Kathleen.
2021.
So they're very, I'm just wondering, are they just like a memorial on the grave maybe? Another cross here. Another stone, look at that. These are like the lead letters, but it's completely covered. John Dooley maybe.
Dooley, yeah.
Right, let's keep going up around this way. So we've more stones here even. Whoa, gosh, I nearly went again. Completely covered. Look at that one in there. Wow.
James
Dempsey. Oh, that's a beautiful one as well, isn't it? Look at that. I'll show you with my torch again. Just there. It's a beautiful marble stone, completely covered, but it's James Dempsey. Can't see a date, unfortunately.
Might be able to get around.
I don't know, because there's a big wall there at the side of it, so I don't think we will be able to. This looks old to me.
Oh, that old gorse.
Yeah. Oh, we're not going to be able to see that either. It looks like Betty or something like that. There's definitely a mixture of of stones in here. As I said, we're just watching where we're walking. Wow, there's even a stone. Look at that down there, 2 of them. So I wonder, is there more in there under all that gorse? Just look at, guys.
That's the church there to show you the shape.
The bell tower. That would have been the bell tower there, the highest point. You can see the sun in the sky there trying its best to get out.
Back here.
I think it's for Dempsey and Myler. I want to have a look at this high cross, this Celtic cross. Beautiful as well. I won't be able to read that either. I don't want to walk on the grave. You might have to... Oh, hold on. Martin Devricks as well. It's another Devricks. Or Devereux.
92.
2, yeah.
Also his wife Annie, I think.
Yeah. The lichen kind of makes it very, very hard to read them. Just look at that. So much gorse, isn't there? I think what we'll do is see if we can get around here. The grave I'm going to bring you to is just here to my right. I'm interested to see if we can get a look in here.
Arch doorway.
Another beautiful arch doorway. Actually, we have here a very old water font. Imagine that is still there, or a baptismal font, I suppose. That design of that arch is beautiful. Oh Lord, look at this. Ouch. Getting caught again. We have more. Yeah, that headstone is massive, like.
Design on it there.
I think the reading is probably on the other side. I don't know whether I'm going to get around. It's so bad. Oh, maybe you could just read it, can you? I'm not sure I'll be able to. If you shine the torch on it now, I might be able to. Here lies the body of John. Over here. Looks like Stephen. Any date?
Might be able to get in here.
Don't stand on the grave though.
Yeah.
Here's John. Stevens. Just see if there's a date on it. Aged 67.
Years.
Surely it says when he died, does it? It'll be up here if it's going to be anywhere. No.
So part of this life, April the 7th, April the 7th.
There.
1770. 17. Hard to see there. That part.
1770. Wow.
It's in good condition, isn't it?
Oh, that was very awkward to try and read that. But as I say, it is completely overgrown. As I get stuck in brambles again. That's that bell tower there. So we would have been on... Actually, look. I think there's more stones just in there as well. That is just so sad, isn't it? So sad. I actually think there's more just in there.
Look clear there.
Ah, it's a pity. And this is the door that we came in. So the grave I want to bring you to is Michael Joseph Whitty. He died the 2nd of August 1923, and he was the youngest, 19 years of age, of the 22 Irish Republicans who died while on hunger strike in the 20th century. He fought with the IRA in the Irish War of Independence on the anti-treaty side in the Irish Civil War, and died while interned by the Irish Free State government. Now, while he was at the Curragh camp, Whitty decided to independently start a hunger strike and died as a result on the 2nd of August 1923. Now, at the time, hunger strikes were not an official policy of the IRA and were not directed by its general headquarters. Instead, each hunger striker made an individual decision to strike. So this is Joseph Whitty. Now, the connection I have with Joseph, he is a cousin of mine, but like far down the line. I was going to bring flowers, and unfortunately, because it's Mother's Day, we couldn't get hold of any. I do hope to come back and bring some flowers for Joseph. Now, there usually is an annual... so I had to stop the video again because the tractor was on the move. But what I was saying was there's usually a yearly commemoration where they would place a wreath for Joseph here. He's also remembered in Glasnevin along with the other hunger strikers, but he was the youngest. So Joseph Whitty, thank you so much for your service and rest in peace. Just here on a plaque it says, in loving memory of Patrick Whitty. The Foggy Jew who was interred here, rest in peace. So I'm presuming Joseph and Patrick may be a relation. The Foggy Jew is a beautiful song, isn't it? A beautiful song. But that's Joseph, and just important that we remember him. I will come back over the next couple of days and place some flowers here for Joseph. But as I say, they do every year come here and place a wreath for Joseph.